Rockville, Minnesota sits just outside of St. Cloud in the central part of the state. Although the city got its namesake from the granite rock formations it sits on, we are here to share the story of a man who calls it home.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of Scheels Hometown Heroes. We're in central Minnesota at the St. Cloud Scheels. We got down here a little bit early, and in a little bit we're going to be meeting Minnesota State Representative Jeff Howe. Today we're going to talk about his service to our country, his service as a firefighter, and his service now as a Minnesota State legislator. We'll get to see the true meaning of service, the stories of his family, and the sacrifices that he's made for this country.
You ask my wife what I am, I'm a public servant. That's what I do. I've been very successful in just about everything I've done, and I need to give that to I need to give that opportunity to other people. It's what makes me tick, I guess. I can't put a figure on it, it's just how it works for me.
Even though he was always firefighting or the Army, he was showing up no matter how tired he was, no matter how far that drive, showing up in uniform. And now I look back, 25 years later, I mean, significantly a big impact on how much family means to him.
My main mission was getting the unit ready to go. And looking back on it, I should thank my wife or apologize to my wife because the family came second. I had these folks to worry about, I had their families to worry about. My family took a back seat, and that put a lot of stress on her. And then not knowing how the whole thing was going to work, who plans to go to war? Now you do, but back then we didn't. I wrote letters to every member of my family, just in case I didn't come home.
I think where adversity sets in a family brings people closer together, and I think that's where we still have our adversity with different personalities in the family, but we can relate a lot more with my brother Sam being deployed, a month after my dad comes back, and then me leaving 2 months later after my brother gets back. We share that experience, and I think it brings us more together because it was an experience for us that life is too short, and the time that we have together when we live all over the country, we try not taking that time for granted.
I will say that they've all made me proud, every one of them, from my wife to my sons, my daughter, have all done, stepped to the plate and done things that at their stage of the game, if I was there, way ahead of where I was. And that probably helps drive me to the next level, to try and make them proud of me, but I can't thank my family enough to try and make it easy, and especially my wife that gives me the opportunity to do what I've done, because everything I've done has been away from her. And I know that she was sitting there waiting and saying, when is it my turn? When does she get me? And I don't know when that'll happen. I hope it'll happen soon, but there's still more work to be done.
Thank you, Jeff, for your service to your community, to the state of Minnesota, and to our nation. We are forever grateful.